Because if there's a good enough reason, a good enough motivation, it's interesting that in so many situations, we really can do something different. We really can turn it around. We can shift perspectives. It's doable. Some things really are doable. Now, just to illustrate that, back when my daughter was in elementary school days, they used to invite parents in to a career week and share with the children the different kinds of professions that are out there and explain to the little ones what you do for a living. So I came in one year and talked a little bit about the same things that I'm sharing with you today. And there was this one sassy little boy. His name was Jeffrey, and he was the class clown, and I knew it through the years. I'd already known it. Really quite sweet, not too devilish or anything, but he liked to stir it up. Mrs. Adamo was sitting in the back, and Jeffrey starts flailing his hand, Miss Spencer, Miss Spencer. He wouldn't let me carry on unless I acknowledged him, so he's flailing his hand. Yes, Jeffrey. I can say the alphabet backwards, he says. Oh, you can you? I see Mrs. Adamo having steam coming out of her ears and folding her arms. She's thinking he's going to embarrass my guest. So I said, oh, why don't you stand up and show us, sweetie? And he stood up, and all the kids were giggling and wiggling and saying to my daughter, he's going to embarrass your mommy. But I tried to give him a wink both, and I can handle Jeffrey. And he stood up, swaggered to the front of the room, took his time, and he went like this. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. And just like all of you just did with chuckles and laughter and delight, right? That's what they did too. That's what the kids did. And poor Mrs. Adamo in the back of the room, she's holding her head in her hands. She's shaking her head. But I recovered. I said, this is fantastic, which is not the response that Jeffrey wanted. This is fantastic. Do you realize what you've done? Do you realize what you've shown the people here in your classroom? If you were in the world of work, these would be your colleagues. Mrs. Adamo might be your CEO or your president or your vice president, your manager. Right? We have a name for this professionally. What do we call this? What do we call this, what he did? Yeah, he problem solved. He was solution oriented. He was creative. He thought outside the box. Right? All these lateral thinking. So again, it's just about learning how to shift perspective, especially when you are in a no-can-do sort of mindset.